Hi, Leo. You are the wind beneath my wings. Did you hear that? I just jumped an octave there. I have no excuse for it except that I don't think I'm even officially tone deaf. Kisses wants to say hi. So I'm just saying. She says hello. Also, Kisses is a Leo. Her birthday is July 26th. So she is one of the tribe. She wanted to say, hey, you're all good, right? Because, hey, you're all good, right? Things are coming back around. You're feeling Leo again. Interesting enough, it's happening in Virgo season, but whatever, who cares? Who cares? The recharge happens when it happens. And it's not like everything is perfect in your life. like all of a sudden the problems have gone away. No. But there is a soothing out to how shitty it's making you feel. There is a soothing out to the conflicts that you've had emotionally, inside, like internally, with yourself, like doubting who you are, like not even being on your own side, which is unheard of for you guys. But simultaneously, that's what's been going on. But there is this sense of, oh wait, I feel I'm me again. I'm back. Now everything around me is not back. But oh my God, that moment when you just like yourself again and you get that clarity of purpose again, it makes all those things that used to look like mountains, anthills. I can handle that. I can figure that shit out. That's good. You know what? I don't have to do it one at a time, sir. One at a time. I don't have to do it all at once. Nobody's putting that pressure on except for me. Oh, I'm supposed to just have everything settled and perfect. And no. It makes everything look a lot more doable when you aren't exhausted or feeling like shit about yourself or like just feeling like emptied. Like, I just saw an upside down cookie jar with the lid off. Like, there's no way that stuff can, like, all the gravity's just going to pull it out. It's just, you turned upside down. Now you're turned back upright. And even if there are no more cookies in the jar, at least you're in the position that is native to you, which is, I'm willing to receive. I'm here. I'm deserving. I'm worthy. I'm a strong cookie jar. I can hold whatever you want to put in me. Cookies preferred, please. Just that mentality has improved your life. Because now there is a life. There is a life to look forward to love. You have things to share. Even if you have to say, I'm sorry to somebody, you know that that person is willing to listen. That person wants to hear an apology. Like, you acknowledging, I matter. I matter to somebody. And that's why me apologizing matters. Gratitude. Had a huge talk with everybody about this, guys, on my daily this morning. It was on Instagram. Dude, catch me on Instagram. I'm over there 4 days a week doing a daily. Born_without_boundaries. Yeah, I just plugged myself. Yep, I did. Dude. My Mercury is in Leo. Talk with confidence, talk with strength. It is looking at things on the upside, on the positive side, seeing the good. And this is what I want to talk to you about. No. Stop. She's the best ever, but she's not allowed she's not allowed to chew on my shoes. Stop. I told you that. Great example. Do I suddenly hate my dog because she's not allowed to chew on my shoes and I had to discipline her? No. And I think that was the really trick of the personality here, is like labeling yourself with things like bitch, harpy, nag, incompetent, because you had to address things and you were getting negative feedback from people because you were addressing those things that needed to be addressed. But now it's turning around, isn't it? It's twisting around. People are starting to realize what they said, what Leo said actually was smart. What Leo said, it wasn't a bunch of bullshit, man. It was actually stuff that needed to be addressed. You know, how people, listen, you're Leo. You have your pride. How people react to you and how they approve of you affects you. It impacts you emotionally. Understood. But when people are turning on you, like you're all of a sudden the bad guy, because you're saying shit that they don't want to hear, well, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Just constantly say shit that people want to hear? How am I useful if all I do is say shit people want to hear? That gets us nowhere. You know, you want to make a positive impact on the world. You can't always tell it nice things. Plus, sometimes even people you love have to be called on their shit. I love you, but stop chewing on my fucking shoe. Because you're not allowed to do certain things, because certain things cause issues or cause damage, and I don't want that to happen. You're telling me that I can't love you and be disapproving sometimes? Why? But it also works in reverse, doesn't it? Because maybe they're disapproving of you, disapproving of them. But that doesn't mean they don't love you. And maybe they weren't happy with you for a while. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It's the same. It's the same. With that reality and that realization, you can move forward with a stronger sense of purpose and importance. It helps to feel loved. It is essential to feel yourself. That is not something you can compromise. The problem is when we tie ourselves to other people's love and other people's approval. And you know what? You'll understand this. It creeps up on you, doesn't it? Like you didn't even know you were doing it. You didn't even know how much of how you felt about yourself started to be sustained, or started to depend upon people's positive feedback toward you. And when you started to get negative impact is when you realized, holy crap, I feel like I'm nothing without them. Well, that was why the negative, that was the philosophical reason why it all started to happen. The negative feedback came to you. So you could realize you've gotten out of balance in a way that you didn't realize you'd gotten out of balance, which was taking all of how you identify your purpose and your value and placing it on how much attention or validation or positive feedback, approval other people gave you. You didn't realize it was a slippery slope, man. It kind of snuck up on you because you love your people and you love for them to be happy. But when did them being happy kind of morph into them being happy with you? It was a really fine line. And the deconstruction, the tower coming down, happened. Made you realize, holy crap, I wasn't just happy when my people were happy. I was only happy when they were happy with me. And sometimes what makes them happy is not me at all. And sometimes I make them unhappy. So for me to love them, yes, I still want them happy. But for me to depend on their love of me, no, because I want me happy too. So there is now this wonderful ability to start looking at what makes me happy outside of their happiness. What makes me happy outside of their happiness with me? What makes me happy just in the way that I look at myself? And what can bring me back to a place of reminding myself of my abundance every single day? You don't have to put yourself on a chopping block, guys. Because this was the attitude. If I give everything about myself, if I give all that I am, allowing people into every aspect of my life, sharing my secrets with them, exposing myself, telling them things, all my time being placed on what I think they want from me, what I think their needs are, what I think this perfect image of this perfect person is, this is definitely being just that sacrifice for the feast. You don't even get to enjoy the feast, do you? Motherfucking turkeys don't enjoy Thanksgiving. And Leo, you was the turkey. I think you were the sacrificial lamb. You were the one put on the chopping block so that everybody else could feel abundant and everybody else could feel good about themselves. Why? They had to compare themselves to you. We got to take Leo down. You know, I'm not good enough if Leo's still doing better than me. I'm not good enough if, I can't shine if Leo's still in the room. So let me dull their shine. Or let me do everything I can to shine brighter than Leo. And maybe, especially if they're good people in your life, they flung dirt on you like crazy to dull your shine. And it dulled, and they thought, oh, I'm shining brighter. Look, I'm shining brighter. You're only shining brighter because you dulled somebody else's shine, you asshole. Once I wipe this dirt off of me, which is exactly what you're capable of doing now, because you're out of the psychological shock and the emotional shock of, how could they sling dirt on me? Now you're at a point where I'm just wiping this shit off. It doesn't belong on me. And you can shine bright again and not even worry about the little bits and pieces of the practicalities of why the fuck did they do that? Ultimately, I think in the good sense, they didn't know that they were actually doing it. They just were kicking up dirt and flinging shit everywhere because they wanted to clear out space for themselves. They didn't realize that that dirt was piling up on you. Now, other people in your life, and I don't really see these people here, but I understand that there are Leos out there that definitely had people who are intentionally flinging shit on them. Aquarius energy is here, which is community and abundance, giving your people, giving your community so much, offering them so much, and then basically becoming their sacrificial lamb. It's like, oh shit, man. That scene from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom with the beating heart. It's like, whoa, motherfucker, really? Like, I had to give you that? Leo, you don't give away your heart. You are the heart. So there is a sense of being refreshed and being renewed in terms of resources, simply because you have your own resources back and you're using your own resources for you, and you're not spreading yourself thin and sharing it with so many people right now. You can't. It's like you already gave them your sunlight. They already benefited from the nutrients of that sunlight. Now they can grow, but you're not going to dull your shine anymore. This is a major consciousness in you. Trust in the magic. Looking forward to the future. This is definitely a new start, new beginning. This is Aquarius energy. This is children. You could be dealing with children. Children, offspring, people that were mentees that you mentored. A sense of just giving them all of yourself to the point where, holy crap, I may have nothing left. And now you're getting a chance to shine again. You're getting a chance to resurrect and come back to life. To start over, start new. Because you still have shine ability. As long as you're breathing, you're here to shine. Your value is still compromised. Your sense of who you are was diminished. While everybody else was rising, you were falling. And this is on you. I have to say this. This is on you. Part of the reason was everybody else is rising and you start to feel like, well, what's wrong with me? Because this is a caveat of your personality. And I'm not being critical. I'm just being for real. This is a caveat of Leo's personality. This sense of, I love giving, I love shining. I love it because it's still you being able to shine. It's still you being the center of attention and you being able to give to all these people. But how about when they become stars too? Now all of a sudden you're like, now you feel threatened. Now you feel, well, they're rising up and you feel like their rising up diminishes you. Not everybody who rose up from your help has diminished you. That's a testament to your success. That they're doing well is a testament to your contributions. But there was that egotistical little crisis of, if they're doing really well, how come I'm not doing as well? How come they're doing better than me? How come they're doing better than me? And it's not so much jealousy as it is, I'm not good enough. Self-criticism. Why aren't people noticing me? Why aren't people seeing how valuable I am? They do see how valuable that you are. That hasn't changed. Other people's success is not a testament to your lack of value. Okay? Especially those successes that you had a direct hand in. You do nurture people. The sun is the ultimate nurturer. Between the sun and the water, we have everything we need here. But it takes both. There is always enough. This is Piscean energy and this is Sagittarius. I was going to say Secretariat energy. So cool. I love Secretariat. There's surrender. Just give up. Like, you have, everything is actually always, it's all good. There's an abundance here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius that is living in abundance right now. Or a Pisces that is all good. And like kind of is free spirit right now. Once upon a time they needed you like crazy. Now they don't need you. Whatever this energy is, there's a sense of, it could be both. Right? You could be dealing with two different people or a group of people. There is just this sense of, I don't need you right now because you gave me all that I needed. And there's also this sense of, I have everything I had because you contributed, but now I'm off on my own. Ever watch The Cosby Show? Like that was what Cliff and Claire always wanted, was for their kids to actually get the fuck out of the house. Like yeah, that's success, is when they don't need you anymore. That's it. That's woo, you did the good job. Kids that constantly need you. And when I say kids, it doesn't have to be just kids. Like I said, it could be people that you mentored, employees, all those things. Dude, if they're now a star shining in the sky, that is exactly where you want them to be. It's not a testament to you not being good enough. But I do think that you could have been in the presence of people, because I remember a couple of readings, you were in the presence of some motherfuckers who were ungrateful and who took where they should not have. And you know what? You're right. Check. Now I learned. Now I remember the character traits of that person. And now those character traits are going to shine out as big old red flags whenever I meet them again. Lesson learned. I still got all that I got. They took a lot from me, but they didn't take me from me. I'm back, bitch. Honestly, this is an interesting combination of cards. Feeling like things are impossible, and yet that's when you're supposed to take the leap of faith and when you're going to be the luckiest. These are the two most fortunate cards in the deck. It's saying, Leo, you are now asked to do the impossible, or you think something is impossible. It's almost like you're being asked to do something counterintuitive. Because it's not intuition that's actually telling, it's actually fear that's telling you, no, don't do it, don't do it. It's something that's counterintuitive, but it's necessary. And your soul will feel so good and light once you do it. And that is to trust in the abundance around you and trust that there is more to come. Take that leap into your next stage of life. This is Libra energy. This is Taurus energy. Got some major fucking Venus energy going on here. I wonder if Venus has entered Leo yet. I think Venus is still in Cancer. Okay. It's coming. Because this is Venetian energy. And it's coming up. You can feel the pull. It's coming. Leo and Venus is coming. This sense of feeling good about yourself and getting back into a sense of luxury and being able to go back into, you know, the joys of life, the joie de vivre, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy. You have an abundance now. Maybe of money, maybe of resources. Spend it on yourself. Don't give it away. Don't give it to anybody else. Spend it on yourself. There is a sense of this stage that's a little wonky, that's a little scary, has so much prosperity and abundance to offer you. There is so much here. Your finances, pretty good. They're stabilized. But this is about basically kind of just like letting yourself blend for a while, which is not your thing. And you think it's totally counterintuitive. Why would I do that? I have to shine. You don't always have to shine. You do always shine. But there are other stars in the sky. So right now, fit in. Be one of the masses. Enjoy the feeling of not always having to be the sole energy provider. There's abundance here. Maybe there's time for you to refuel, or at least because you're not exhausting your fuel on everybody else, you can replenish your own supplies. You may think that there's that this is the weirdest situation for you to be in. I'm a star in the sky. Everybody else shine bright too. I don't always have to do it all the time. And you don't. And there's abundance there. There's abundance there where you get to do those private things, those personal things, those things in the back that you had to ignore all the time. All those things that are the quiet things you can now indulge in. Let it be your luxury. Let it be your reward. Let's see what the angels have got to say. Hold on. Okay. These cards have a voice of their own, and that's why I started using these. Because they really are something beyond me. Leo. Harmony was the first card out. Nice. There's blue. Lots of blue energy, blue light around you. So, you've been seeing a lot of blue lately. Peaceful color. Let's look at this harmony. Disharmony occurs when we try to resist life's natural flow. Everything has its cycle. Every stage of life has its own unique meaning and purpose. Every day can be harmonious if we want it to be. Now, harmony is you listening, right? Because in order to achieve harmony, you have to listen. You have to stop talking. You have to hear. The only people... How fucking ironic. The first thing I said when I started your video was being tone deaf. Angels have been serving me lessons like crazy. I just got served again. It's like, listen. If you really listen, you won't be tone deaf. Harmony comes from listening. You may hear dissonance coming on the other side, but you only hear dissonance because you're not adjusting your tone. Harmony comes from listening. Archangel Uriel is here. A great spiritual transformation is currently occurring, both in your life and in our world. This is the union of heaven and earth, spirit and matter, heart and mind unite in harmonious balance, more harmony. And you know what I just thought when I was thinking of harmony? You can't have harmony all by yourself. Harmony requires others. And that's what this is. It's almost like right now, your life is that like 10 minutes before the concert starts, where everybody is tuning up their instrument and the conductor is like giving you a tone to make sure you're playing the right tone. It's like the tuning period. You're tuning. Everybody's tuning. Everybody's trying to figure out where they fit in with everybody else. And it's not about fitting in. It's about harmonizing. Because harmony doesn't come from being like everybody else. Harmony comes from being yourself with everybody else. Because you're listening and you're finding, where do I play my notes? It's not like I'm a fucking oboe trying to be a goddamn flute because only flutes are acceptable. No, I'm an oboe. I'm a fucking oboe. I'm going to sound like a goddamn oboe, but I don't play all the time. And I don't play these notes. I play these notes. But I'm always me. I'm always me. But I'm always listening to find out where I harmonize with everybody else. And that's this adjustment period. We're in that tuning period right now. Precious gift. Friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Do not lose sight of what is most important. Closest to home. Closest to your heart. Smallest, quietest, most personal. But this is what you get to focus on now. And it is a precious gift that you cannot undervalue. Let's see what Tarot has to say. Link is below, guys. I'll see you over in the extended.